Good morning, people. This is a little emergency reading because I suddenly this morning had a lot of things flashing up, and I knew it's because I need to talk with it. Talk with it. What is it that I need to talk with? Talk about it. By the way, I woke up this morning with like a rash on my chest. I have to Google what the spiritual meaning of the chest is. But I did talk about some deep wounds with a friend yesterday. Childhood wounds. It was very strange for me to open up about things. It was very healing, and I'm very grateful for this person digging into it in a way and analyzing it. So maybe it's connected, but it's interesting. It could obviously, but I still feel like it has something to do with that one-on-one. But I also did use eucalyptus on my chest, so I don't know if that's why, but definitely spiritual meaning. And so 858 with that, so maybe this is the time where we open up about things that we went through, especially as children. 858, you will be experiencing a major life shift, and very soon. That is, wow. Financial abundance and a new romance. Whatever it is, it's going to change your life in a big way. Whatever it is, it's going to change your life in big ways and for the better. And then I just want to see the chest thing. I mean, it's a very sensitive area, and I spoke about sensitive things yesterday with someone, and it felt very natural speaking about it. So I know, and this is not something I know from Allison that you guys know by now. Ellie is our little earth angel on this channel. That when you speak about things, like you activate and heal it, right? That's why as humans it's very important to speak about things, not keep them. So it might be something for some of you that you need to look deeper into. Oh my god, look at this. The things you hold and how you saw through them to this card. This card. Why did I put accent on there? What is no longer necessary. Wow. Wow. Yeah, makes sense. Anyway, the reason why I made this video is because something came up for all of you, and I think it's connected with what I just spoke about. What is it that we all are holding on to that's not necessary anymore? In our own way, right? Some of you guys might be dealing with sickness, fears, anxieties, anger. Could be a mix, could be a lot of feelings. But the first thing that I heard, and it's not that often that I experience these like powerful visions. I even like struggle saying it because I think it's still something that people are like looking weird at people for. And it's like, oh, I have visions, or I hear things, like you hear voices. What? Like I speak with spirit. It's still something that the world is waking up to, and we are at day 2 Aquarius. We have the Pluto in Aquarius, so yeah, beings from other planets and just beings in general and spirits or whatever else we have, they will communicate and be more present the next years. So obviously we need to speak about it. Again, speak about it. I feel for a lot of you guys there's something that's being spoken about this weekend. Maybe some of you guys did it yesterday. I'm actually thinking about it. I had it a lot because I had it with another friend too, where I spoke about a lot of things. So there's something about speaking openly, freely, expressing oneself, not holding back, nurturing, being there, right? But also being clear in things. The candle made a thing. So now you guys can see the candle. I know you guys like to see the candle. Another thing that's interesting is that my throat is also way better now. after I spoke about all these things. So, I mean, I said it from the get-go. There's something that needs to be spoken about and said or something. I knew it. I knew it from the get-go. But the first thing I heard was that you have come too far, so don't let go. That's the first thing that I heard. My expertise is needed, so I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. I juiced up this baby again, so now I can use it. I missed using this. Anyway, there's like something that has been ignited in your life. I want to hold my little tower. And I think for a lot of you guys, this is something that has been ignited this weekend. Specifically, Friday or Saturday. For some of you guys, maybe today, something is happening. Because you need to have a realization, in a way. There's a lot of, one thing I do want to say, there's a lot of love and harmony around you. A lot of balance. Some of you guys might be like, I don't feel that. 111. Well, it's surely being activated. So some of you guys might need to remove the blanket to see it. It makes sense with division, and I'm going to come into it. I'll come to it. But I feel there's just things that I need to speak about before. So like I said, something has been ignited. This has a lot to do with who you are in this world, who you are as a person, like the inner you, the authentic you. It has a lot to do with the role that you play, the role that you're going to play, because 222, a lot of you guys are going to play a very different role. I feel like I got very soft spoken with that. Very, very slowly. With that, maybe some of you guys need to speak more softly to yourself. But regardless, it has a lot to do with your authentic self, who you truly are. And the next thing that I heard, and I wrote it down, which I'm happy that I did, because that I instantly forgot it after. Just grabbed my throat. So something, I feel this is very important. But I heard that not all lights are the same, and some are very different, but they all point in the same direction, and they never burn out. Okay, I'm back. The coughing is definitely still there. What was it again? I just had something. Oh yeah. Some of you guys, there's some kind of experience when it comes to your chest area. There's something, it's very interesting if it's because you felt cold, hot, a pressure. If it's because there's something like, you know, like I have the coughing and like the rash kind of thing now. It has something, which boils down to what I said, 555, when I googled the meaning of the chest. But to come back to the vision, to speak about the vision, I did not write it down, so I'm just taking it as I remember, just tapping into it again, so things might shift or change. Here's a feel that's also a message. Anyway, when I see figures or when I see people in visions, it's always representative of you. There's no gender. It's just you. And I saw it as like it was dark, but not darkness. Like it was dusty, it was windy, very quiet. And there was this like rope. But when I say it was dark, but not darkness, very symbolic. It's like being in a snowstorm in a way, but it also felt like thick mist, if that makes sense. And there was absolutely nothing around you, just that, like almost like an illusion or yeah. I guess that's also very symbolic. But you were holding on to this rope that you have been following for a very long time. probably for the past 15 years, right? Because that is the circle right now, and I think it has a lot to do with that. So you guys had some kind of thought. You said something, or you felt something, or something popped up. Spirit is trying to point you to what that was. It has something to do with whatever you're going through, with a shift or something. Anyway, you are really holding on to this rope, right? You did not want to let go of this rope, because this is the rope that you've been following for a long time. And I heard that the rope has changed. The seasons has changed. Your surroundings has changed. You have walked through a dark forest, galaxies, empty roads, crowded people following this rope. It's been a journey, but you really cling to this rope, and it was, unbearable because of the wind, because of the snow, the mist. And you said to yourself while trying to navigate, your way forward, holding this rope, you said to yourself over and over, like, I have overcome so much. And you are very close to just let go of the rope. And you knew that you needed to let go of the rope, but you didn't want to because of, there was a storm going on. There was heavy conditions around you. But in that moment, there was like a hand grabbing your hand on the rope and telling you to let go. And instantly, the hand disappeared again. And you had this, like, where you before were like hunched down, just following the rope without looking, obviously because of what was happening around you. You had this like, who was this? Like, why did you disappear? Like, like this moment of trying to call out or looking for who was there, like, and why did this being or this person disappear? But you kept having this sentence over and over in your mind, like, I have overcome. And this, like, I have come too far. I can't let go. But at this moment, you realize that the hand that you felt and the voice that you heard was your own. It was your higher self. And it's interesting because the next thing I saw, and I think it's probably different from each one of you. I can see the battery is blinking, so I will change it if the camera dies. But for some of you guys, the next clip, like instantly, it was just like you found yourself at the beach, like standing, what do you call that, at shore, or like close to the water edge, where I saw like you were barefoot and the water was like, washing your feet. I don't know, coming close to your feet. How do you say that? The wave crashed into your feet and you smiled. For others of you, you might find yourself in, I don't know, a quiet park in a way, or in a forest, at a mountain or something. But you have overcome. Like, you're realizing something about yourself, because that's been the theme, the ignition 333. That you are that ignition, right? It starts with you. And it's something I've said a lot on this channel. It starts with you. But as humans, we have been taught that we need other people. And we do, but it's not so much a need, it's more, what is it? Choosing? Who? And I also feel with that people in general in our life, that is also shifting, right? Some connections are being healed, some are leaving us, being replaced in a way, right? Soul family, soul tribe. And it's very hard for us humans to let go of old relationships. But like I said, there's also relationships being transformed in a way. With the Pluto being the death card. Yeah. So, yeah. I guess that's actually what I want to share. But I do want to take just the last card. But like I said, it's all about something's being ignited in your life. It has a lot to do with this energy we spoke about. We're going from I to we. But still, you are Once again, while I was changing the battery, there was so many visions of things coming true. I saw this like person, like really being like falling to the knees, being like, I don't think I can do this anymore. You know, like there's so much darkness and so much things, and then there's someone else, like this higher being, whatever, you know, reaching their hand out for you. And the moment you like accept the help, you realize that that is you. Like you helped yourself up. You are that being, right? Others of you also saw like this little girl trying to help you up from the ground. And the moment you saw, or you locked eyes with this little girl, you realized that that was you. That is you. Even if you're male, it could represent well, it could represent a girl. It can represent the female aspect of you in a way, the nurturing, right? The inner child. But for each and one of you, there's something about someone trying to help you, but you're realizing that it's you. Yeah. Okay. Card. There's this like, again, I kept hearing that again. Like you have come too far to let go. But the thing is, it's not the rope you have to cling to. Because Spirit, the being, whatever, showed me this, like, again, this picture of this being reaching the hand out, telling you, you've come too far to let go. And then the moment you reach out, you take the hand, that is the moment you realize that you are not alone. And it is you, right? I keep having this. There's something about that. It's been you all along doing this. Okay. You can just not make it up, can you? You can just not make it up, people. The one card we got yesterday, out of all the cards, this is the effing card. Fog in the road is reversed. You're finally seeing your way out. Some of you guys have been so lost in this forest, or this bliss, or this, the bliss, in this snowstorm. You've been following that rope, right? Because that was what was in front of you. It's the rope you... Makes sense. It's the rope that you have everything followed for the past 15 years. And you don't want to let go of it. Because it's like, this has been with me. I have followed this. I have trusted this rope. This rope has been with me in my darkest days. And then you hear the voices, right? You hear the voices. You have this being like... And that is what you maybe misunderstood. Being like, you have come too far, don't let go. And you're like, okay, I don't let go of this rope. I will keep following it. But Spirit was like, no. Look at the hand. Look at the, like the moment the being touched you. You realized, right? Like, oh. Maybe that is the moment where you let go of the rope. And then you didn't have anything to grab on to, right? Because the rope, everything disappeared. But you had to realize that you didn't need that rope anymore. Glad that we came to this conclusion. Once again, I'm being being pointed to 26. So again, 26th of December. That makes sense. And the rope, for a lot of you guys, like, I don't understand the rope thing. The rope can be morals, patterns, thoughts, a way of living, addictions, people. It can be many things. What is that rope? The rope, I mean, there's also this, like, I'm sure that you guys have seen, there's this picture of, like, the rope being connected to another person and you, right? And the more you hold on to it, the more you bleed. And the more it hurts. So you need to let go of it, right? To heal and to see something from a different perspective in a way. I think that's what's happening. Let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, time to go. Look at the mist, right? She doesn't really, like, you don't fully see where she's going, but she's going. Time to go. In between. Reversed. Finally taking that step instead of being in between. Do you guys see what I see? Look at the picture, or look at the colors. Light, dark. You need to face the darkness to get to the other side of the light. And what was it that Spirit said to us with the light? Not all lights are the same, and some are very different, but all point in the same effing direction. And they never burn out. And the same direction is this direction. I don't think we fully understand what that means. What the direction is, but we're all being pointed in that direction. It's your true north, right? It has something to do with your life purpose. It has something to do with your north node. It has something to do with something that's being activated. Damn. Thank you guys. 828. Was that the number we actually... No, that was 858, right? Maybe we need to see what 828 is. This weekend signifies spiritual awakening and evolution, urging us to connect to our higher selves. We spoke about that. Embrace new experiences. This number indicates that you have resolved past issues and negative patterns, and your spiritual growth is about to bear fruit. Well, I'll be damned, Spirit. Can you guys hear how loud Spirit is with us after we had the shift? Clearly there are still things we need to realize, but as humans, because we are humans, we are spirit in human bodies. It can sometimes be hard to think as spirit, right? Or to believe and trust spirit. But that's the direction we are going in with the 8 of Aquarius, with the Pluto in Aquarius. That is the way. That is the shift, the up. You're not going down. You're not following the rope. So you guys, while you're listening to this, I'm still seeing you holding that rope. You're still clinging to that rope. It's like I'm sitting here in my chair still. Like, maybe I need this rope. Right? Why? Ask yourself, why do you feel like you still need that rope? What is it about that rope? Some of you guys, the rope are so dirty and it's holding on by a thread. Like spirit has been cutting in your rope while you sleep. Because they can't do that when you're awake, because then you keep twisting and you keep turning. And obviously spirit cannot take your lessons away. But when you sleep, you're connected with something different. Ask yourself why you're holding on to that rope. What is it with that rope? Who is it connected to, or what is it connected to? We're going deep today. I'm excited to see what the week ahead reading is going to have in it. I will do that later. Wow, what a journey, right? If you can, I want you guys to analyze this rope thing, the vision thing. Try to really sit with it. I know it might be hard for you guys to some of you guys might be hard to sit within and really dive deep into it, because you might experience anger or hurt, shame maybe even, but you need to analyze why. That effing rope is still there. And it's interesting because I just had this like vision of bells. Yeah, bells. Isn't that something about bells are a sign of awakening, right? When we hear bells or horns, whatever it is, it's higher thinking is calling in something. That's it. Thank you. I will see you guys later. Bye.